Shiver me timbers. Talk like a pirate day this September. Use coupon code PIRATE14 and save 15% off booty at awesomedrakes.com. Arg.
Put down your French 75. It's time to make a French 95.
That's 20 better.
Ian Andrews, I was going to come up with something, but you did it good. I forget what I was going to say. Derek Schomer, we're going to make the French 95. It's like a French 75 now.
But it's not.
It's not. If you made the French 75 or you remember the video that we did, or you don't.
It would be cognac, correct?
I don't remember. Doesn't matter. This is neither here nor there because there's a video. Go watch the French 75. It was me and Doug. We made it when we were back in the attic up on the 3rd floor. It tastes like Coors Light. Like it had like a Coors flavor to it.
Did it?
Yeah. It was like Coors Light. Yeah, blah. So, I don't know what makes the significance of the 95 over the 75.
It's probably bourbon instead of cognac.
Yeah, but what's the 20 points mean?
God
Why?
knows.
There's probably a
different
reason.
number.
I don't know what the reason is. But that's not my job. That's your job. Google it.
So what we're doing here is we're doing
Where's
three.
my knife?
You just had it. It's right in front of you.
It's just facing the
We're going to use the Basil Hayden bourbon for this
because we have.
because we have it.
Last
It's good
week we
stuff.
decided to use the
Hudson,
Hudson instead.
and then same amount of simple syrup, 3/4 ounce. We're
What
going
did
to
you say?
take
Was that English?
same amount of simple
same
syrup. We're going to use an ounce of orange juice.
So, are you all a big
Fresh
fan of
syrup.
using the same measuring cup twice, or do I just pull?
Nope, just use this. And we're going to use a 1/2 ounce of fresh lemon juice. That'll do it. Boom. We're going to shake and strain this, and then we're going to,
With ice?
with ice.
Would you like ice? What is this? Oh,
Ice man.
God damn it! I'm having a hard time. Oh, look at this. There you go.
Oh,
Is that good?
double it.
You good?
We're going to shake and strain, top with champagne over a goblet filled with ice.
That's our goblet.
We're
bitches.
using this.
Common Man Cocktail says a goblet's the same thing as a lowball. If you don't like it, get a fucking goblet. I don't have a goblet.
Somebody's had some booze tonight. Getting all feisty.
I have a goblet. I just don't have it on the store yet. And I
Okay.
don't know where it is. And we've had it for like a year and I haven't posted it yet.
So be it.
I still have the other glass too that we had a contest for that I haven't given a winner to yet.
We're going to top this shit with some champagne.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that stuff that you just took out and put back.
So the best part of this is it doesn't say what the measures are, so we're just going to fill it.
Yep,
Which
watch
means
out
I
for
don't
fizz.
have... What am I
This looks
watching
tasty. I thought you were going to over fizz.
for? I don't overfizz.
Apparently not.
I only do everything perfectly. I'm German.
That's a good point. The French 95. There we go. Bourbon, simple syrup, lemon juice, and orange juice.
See, with the champagne bottles I like to buy are this big. It's not a really good brand. Well, Cook's is a fine brand, but the specific one I bought isn't that special. When you're making cocktails,
Ooh.
dinner ready. Oh! No, don't touch
Got a
my-
straw? You want to spin it?
No, I want to. Why
Do you
does
want
it
to
not
mix
taste
it?
right?
I don't know. There's just a lot of champagne on top.
Yeah, there is. It should integrate, but who knows?
Who knows? It's not bad.
If you put it in a goblet, it'll probably be fine.
It's very mimosa
Oh, is it?
like because of the orange juice, but
Great point. This is a mimosa with bourbon.
yeah.
I think we did something like this before. I remember in July-ish of 2012, we did this at Don's parents' house. We did something I thought was like a mimosa, had bourbon in it, and everybody hated it.
It's got a bit of depth to it though because of the bourbon. The bourbon adds a little bit of character to this drink.
Nice. No, it has a lot of big character.
Yeah.
Like it's got a lot of.
But I mean, you get the
Flavor.
you get the champagne, obviously, which
You
is
get the kind of first.
which you're gonna get first, and then the bourbon kind of
Oh, you definitely get the champagne.
the bourbon lingers, but it doesn't overpower.
No, it
But it
makes
definitely-
bourbon. It makes champagne better
It adds the oakiness.
because champagne by itself. I'm not big. I'm not a huge fan of that.
That's
straw
really good.
might be obnoxious.
Yeah. Might be.
A little bit. No, this is fine. It's got a dry finish.
It does. I think. Well, it's a champagne probably working in there. That's really good.
It's a brute. You hit yourself in your ear.
No, I got ringy ears from that.
You did good.
Yeah, I did.
It's kind of, you know what? Isn't it funny that you can't tickle yourself? You got ring ear. Like you can actually make your own ears ring, but
Yeah.
Like when I clap, sometimes I make my own ears.
Of course you do.
I don't understand why you can't tickle yourself. That's kind of crazy.
It's a little strange.
I heard, pro tip, if somebody's tickling you, are you ticklish? Question of the day, are you ticklish? like Jennifer pisses me off. She's not ticklish at all. Like, no, what she is, she's ticklish, and then, like, she's like, I'm not ticklish anymore, and
then she's
not.
done.
What is that?
That's like a superpower.
Yeah, like, it's like she could be on Heroes. Worst superpower ever. But she
Yeah,
could
I
be
don't
on
want that superpower. I want to
You
teleport.
can't tickle me.
You only don't want that superpower because you already have it.
Yeah.
Grass is always greener.
You know what's worse is you still get all the fucking saliva all over the rest of the ear. We need to come up with a new thing.
I'll come up with something. Next
Next time
it's
she'll
getting
punch me in the nose.
Oh, ringy ding ding.
Oh, it's awesome! Look at all my bruises. I've been beaten like
Everyone's a sale.
like a redheaded stepchild now. No, like what was I saying?
Superpowers.
Yes, dude, she's not ticklish. I am always ticklish in my arms and like other like.
So you cannot
near
start a
your
tickle fight
feet.
with her because you're gonna lose.
Right, but
your
I found a my feet right on the bad. My kids too. But I found a technique. If you're ticklish, try this on yourself and when have your loved one or whatever tickle you. If you put your hand on their hand when they're tickling you, it
Takes it away.
Yeah.
It's probably
Because you can't tickle yourself, right?
It's probably
Your
one of
brain
those
is
things
smart
where
enough.
you feel. It's probably the element of surprise, right? If someone's touching you, you don't know what they're doing. But as soon as you know what their hand's doing, you know what they're doing.
Not necessarily true, because if she keeps tickling me, I know what she's doing. She's tickling me, and I can't make it stop.
It doesn't help.
Right, but if you put your hand on that spot, it makes it feel like because your fingers are moving when their fingers are moving. For some reason, your brain thinks that you're tickling yourself, and then
tricking you
neutralizes.
into it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it neutralizes to make you think that you're actually tickling yourself when somebody else is doing it.
That's clever.
It is. You just have to get your hand there fast. Otherwise, you're like, I start kicking and breaking things.
There's a neurobiologist in the chat room, so he could actually explain why you can't tickle yourself.
Okay, if you're a
Interesting.
neurobiologist,
If you're a neurobiologist
you are
and you're in the
smarter than I
chat room,
am. Of course, everybody says that when I say I was a programmer.
it would take a while though.
It basically it just doesn't work, and it's awesome that it doesn't. You just put your hand on somebody else. I don't know what that has.
Pro tip.
Pro tip.
Question of the day: when going out,
Life
you
hack.
stay true to your intentions and use alternative forms of transportation to get home.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're going
If
out
you're
to
drinking.
drink?
I'm guessing.
So if you're going out to drink, do you go and use your alternate forms of transportation?
Well, if you,
I'm
took
going
an
out.
if you took an alternate form to get there, you have to take an alternate form.
No. But you can
You
go
drive and take a cab back.
You can
and go pick your car
drive
up
through
later.
through Manhattan or wherever it happens to
Wherever.
be. You drive there. You get to a bar.
You get hammered.
You get hammered. You're like, probably shouldn't have drank that last 4 drinks.
I should probably take the subway home.
Right. Or I flag a taxi. It's
Yeah.
pretty easy. And say,
It
just
is.
send me home and I'll flag a taxi to get back. Do you follow through with the flagging the taxi or do you get in your car and do something stupid?
Whenever I go out with a group, I think we've talked about this before.
You get the pregnant person to do it.
If someone's not driving and they can't they can't drink. If they're not drinking,
Muslim.
they can't drink. Muslim, pregnant person, whatever. Then
Those two things
they're probably
obviously
going to be
go
fine to
hand in
drive.
A pregnant Muslim.
You're safe.
So far away from alcohol.
Other than that, I'm always prepared to drive on the way home unless somebody else says no, I'm driving. And
You
then
know why that is? I think because you're the same thing.
You
You like to be in control, and
Yeah.
whenever, if everybody's gonna get drunk, you'd rather, you know what, I can opt out of this because I'll just drive, not a big deal.
Yeah.
I leave. You don't wake up with a sickly hangover and want to
You
throw
don't.
up all over your carpets. Secondly, well, it just sucks to have hangovers.
It does, yeah.
Right? It's not a good time. You lose a whole day. So you can wake up and you can go about your day. Everybody else can be sitting at home and hangover and you're fine.
Yeah, and you're going to be so much more productive.
But you can still, I can still
You can
drink
still have
one
a
or
good
two
time.
drinks. And
Yeah,
whatever.
you have a beer or two and you
Right.
stop.
You're done. You just let it metabolize and you go on your
Yeah.
day.
At some point, you get old enough where you're like, I don't have to binge drink every time I go out.
I think it's an old person.
If somebody starts buying rounds, I can opt out. I can buy a round for everybody, and then I'll be good.
I think the difference is when you're in college, when you have like
Yeah.
the drinking, you
That's
know
the
you're just
problem.
walking home, so it doesn't really matter. You're like, you know what? Does it really matter if I get you know? There's not that level of like, if I get drunk, I cannot drive, and therefore everybody's fucked. If you're in college, you're like, oh, who cares? We'll just all walk home anyway. Right? 'Cause we're only like 5 minutes down the road. We'll just stop at Stone Willie's, grab a sub. Then we're gonna
Depends
be
where you go to college.
right.
Apparently.
Obviously, there's a Stone Willie's in every college.
Yeah.
It's
Whether it's
just
called
different
Stone
name.
Willie's or not, it's
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 something
that
the
late
same.
night convenience store that sells
Crappy pizza.
and crap.
Stuff you don't want to eat.
It's full of drunk college kids from bar closing time.
Dude, if I had a restaurant, I would only open up during college drunk hours.
Yeah,
Because then you don't have to
you
care.
could totally sell street meat college drunk
Right.
hours.
Dude! $1 hot dogs!
Yeah.
Perfect!
You buy a
That's
pack for
why
$1.
when we go to New Orleans, it's the best because we're right by Bourbon Street, so you can drink anything you want.
Drink
you
all
gotta
you
do is
want,
walk
And
home.
then there's street meat everywhere.
all over
Street
the
meat,
place.
and
so
as long as you
good.
don't trip on any of the people that are
It's
sleeping on
street
the
meat,
street.
drunk people, and prostitutes. The only three things, it's like the 3 food groups.
Yeah, it's the 3 sin groups.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotta have at least 3 sins to make it a group.
Speaking of sins, this alcohol sin is pretty good. The French
That's
95.
good. The champagne works in the strength. Champagne is not one of my
does.
favorite things to integrate into
There's not a
drink.
lot of great champagne drinks, but
No.
that's pretty good.
Whenever I do a champagne episode, I like to have at least 2 because you have to find something to do with it.
Yeah, because you don't want to drink that at the end.
Pretty much.
And you don't like champagne, John?
Not usually
Not
not.
a champagne drinker.
But I like that last drink.
So if you're not a
Yeah,
champagne
you
drinker,
might like this one too.
Fresh 95 isn't so bad. And that's Jennifer's drink for the night.
Even though she
I'm
cut
done
herself off.
drinking.
She has to at least try it because it's
Yeah,
not a
I'll
good
try
one.
it.
So.
Right. There you go. We're
There
done.
you go. AwesomeDrinks.com for all your gear, of course.
You can get your classy old-fashioned glass. I think that's what that's called.
Holy crap.
I've been drinking, so I don't remember.
Yeah, I've been drinking, so I never knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, if you need simple syrup, we have people who do
yeah.
buy simple.
Oh, you can get simple syrup, you can get authentic grenadine, you can get your maraschino cherries, you can get all sorts of stuff.
So next week, if you're watching the show, let's see this.
So you
will
gotta
be
get
on-
those hibiscus.
They're already on order. They're just waiting to come in.
Oh, okay, nice.
This is Sunday night. Is this Sunday? This is Friday.
This is
We don't
probably
have Sunday.
Friday.
What are we doing for Sunday? Oh yeah, we
Tasting.
already did the Monique. So we should by next week have a new pomegranate syrup
Oh,
from the library. The library comic
Interesting.
people. The people who eat the gummy syrup, you know, the little gummy syrup.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
use
yeah.
The
I
very
tried it,
thick
yeah.
syrup. We have a pomegranate or a grenadine coming in from that. Pomegranate. I have no
fuck
idea
is
what
that?
that was. That was his phone.
I'm looking at it. I don't know what it was. what it is.
Something
The
fell on the
little black
ground. Nobody
thing.
knows what it
that's
is.
a little remote. Some kind of remote.
It's the little remote for that
Oh,
camera.
camera.
Live streaming camera. So we'll have a new grenadine
I thought
coming
that was
in.
your neck.
He cracks his neck every now and then.
I do that every now and
then. Dude.
Snap, snap,
Yeah,
snap.
not that
Snap,
bad.
snap, snap.
I'll use that sometime. There it is.
I used the snappy thing in one of our outtakes last week.
Snappy thing. Yeah, you did. That's right. Yeah,
He watches the show.
I do watch the show.
Um,
I'm a subscriber.
If he's a subscriber, you should be one too.
That's right. If I've lived it and can watch it again, you can at least watch it.
Yeah. So there you go.
You are watching it.
Stay tuned for a new
Stay tuned
grenadine
this
brand that I will taste because I've never had it before either, but I bought it because these guys always make good products, so I'm not worried. We'll also have pineapple gummy syrup, which is freaking awesome.
That sounds good.
Me and Curtis use it in a couple cocktails. It's awesome. So
Awesome.
stay tuned for those to show up on AwesomeDrinks.com. Everything else, everydaydrinkers.com. We're done. We'll teach you how to drink.